Hello, everyone, and welcome back to SunGates Center Radio. This is your host, Sharon Sirota, and with me today is Maria Shenkman.
Hi, it's good to be here.
Yeah, so welcome back. And we were
Thank you.
talking about the Tambolian Map, the mind game,
Right.
that helps people to have a better understanding of themselves, to ask a question. And this question is being answered with knowledge and wisdom throughout the game.
Correct.
Yes.
Mhm.
So can you tell us a little bit about the game before we go ahead and talk about the map?
Sure. I think all of us have questions through life. We are trying to figure out the world we live in and how to relate to it. And this is a really good game that helps you do that. And it's more serious than a game. It really can help answer questions that are more on a deeper level. And the answers can come throughout the game or even after the game. A lot of times people come back and they say, wow, I kind of realized something later that night.
Right, the lights came on, right?
Correct. Yeah, the pieces come together in their mind and they start seeing their journey there with more clarity. Like the creator of the game was saying, personally, when I was playing, you were asking me before.
Right.
When I was playing myself for the first time, it was really a kind of an epiphany too, and it was so exciting also to see other people realize something, discover something, go through a transformational process.
And it helps everyone in the game who's playing in the game to have that transformation, right?
Correct.
Because you're also helping other people to realize their wisdom and help them with that knowledge and help feed that information. Right?
Correct.
So this helped you. You said you started with this game because of your mom.
Yes.
She introduced it to you?
The creator brought this to Russia, the creator of the game we spoke about in our last segment, and my mom had a chance to be introduced to this. She actually does all kinds of transformational games now. This was the start for her, and I'm gonna go into that field myself later on too. I'm gonna try to be more involved in that because I think it's a great process to help people to become more effective, more in life and personally, and it can be a business game. It can be played in any type of setting too. So because the way it's done, it takes a few hours, but at the same time it brings, like if Sharon was playing, it brings more to the table than just a regular group process or individual process that you would working with people.
Yes, and it's a fun way to learn. It's a fun way. It's like a journey through life. So it brings you wisdom throughout the game because what happens is you graduate throughout the game into different parts on the map.
Good way to put it. Graduate, yeah.
Because you use a dice. There's a dice, and there's
a dice.
also cards, and things are revealed when it's throughout the game with your turn.
And you have to explain yourself through the game. On different points of the game, you have to understand where you are and how you will get to another level. Like you were saying, graduating is like step-by-step process. And we were going to show you how a little bit how the map looks and how it works.
Right. So I wanted to just read something from the map here. And it says here at the very top, here it says Tambolia, and it's the Tambolian Oracle. And this visualization is in the form of a pictographic symbol journey. The Tambolian Map charts motivations and experiences, plus the illusions and the clarity of the entire human adventure. And that it's a beautiful adventure because up here you can see this is the Wheel of Life.
Yes.
Can you talk about that?
Sure. This is the oracle. What happens in the beginning is every participant throws the dice, and this helps you realize your situation around your question. What's preventing you from resolving the question? Where does it come from? What's the emotions behind the question? What can help you? What's your situation? What can help you move on or preventing you from moving on? So you kind of understand aspects of your question better after going through the oracle, and then you choose your path. And there's 4 paths that you will be resolving your questions with.
And the paths include the grand illusion right here, as you can see, and everything falls into place over here. So you may end up here, and then work your way back up.
The delusion. And this is the grand illusion. So 4 paths include organizational, ethical, personal, and mystical. And you kind of move through that.
And it's also the tree of life right here. You can see that. It's the tree of life.
It's a symbolic. Like Sharon mentioned too, here it's a symbolic pictographic experience. So it can mean different things to different people and can be interpreted differently depending on, how your mind is set up.
Right.
The other participants will help you with their perspectives.
Right, because you always bring your own skills, your own perspectives to the table.
Experience.
But then what happens is you open yourself up. And you see things differently through this mind game here. And it brings you through, such things as, your chosen path. It could be something of here, the outer vision. Or it could be something else that there may be some confusion or some inner vision that you need to see.
And also what it does, it helps you. For example, you're answering questions, you're realizing something for yourself. It has an intuitive aspect to it, I would say. You can call it that, the game itself. Because for some people, they start going on their path, and at some point, they throw a dice or pick a card or explain their way through, and the map tells them, okay, you're ready to graduate. You're ready to move to another place. You realized something. So that intuitive aspect, I think, happened for you when you were playing.
Right. When I played, it brought me to this place here where it said open mind.
Here, and then you threw a dice and you explained your way. You kind of realized what it means for you, open mind, in relation to your question.
Yes.
And the game helped you move through. It kind of, understands you as well. It's kind of a situation where it's like goes both ways.
Absolutely. And I know that I moved then directly from here somewhere, and I could choose up in here into the realization as well. So that also helped me to understand, my thinking process throughout. And I like how up here, brings you to truths and falsehoods. There's graces, there's wisdom up here, and all kinds of information. So
correct.
It's a great way to learn about yourself and to find out more about your question.
Yes, exactly.
So it also helps people to have an inner wisdom that they walk away with, right? Because they take this home with them and they're able to process it even so.
A lot
and
of
they may need to play the game a couple of times.
It depends on what kind of question you have, or sometimes people have one question and they resolve it throughout the game, and if there's enough time, another question can be asked. People's questions change depending on how they go through their journey too.
Right.
And so that's how life is.
That's right, because things do change, right? Or you decide you have another question, and you can actually play with a couple of questions in mind. Correct?
Yes. So if you're interested in going through the Tambolian journey, I get groups together, and
how many people play together in the journey?
It can be anywhere between 3 to 6 people, not including me. I'm not playing, I'm just facilitating.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
And you can play here at SunGates Center.
Correct.
Right? That's where I played. And we had a really good group together. And like I said, everybody had different questions, and we're able to, and they say like the lights come on in the game, right? So it's like playing with all the lights turned on, because things are more open instead of in the dark where you had your question first and you didn't know how to answer that question.
You're able to walk away with much more than you came with.
Yes, absolutely.
That kind of helps you with that.
Okay.
Brings you, and to me, it's always nice to see how people realize something, become more insightful, because it takes a lot of time sometimes when working with people to achieve that.
Right. So there's great benefits in playing this game, that they have more of a spiritual journey too. and it just more is opening. It's like a self-awareness. It's giving you empowerment and clarity and some wisdom.
A lot of times I hear that it's hard to explain until you play it. So we're welcome anyone who's interested to come and experience it for themselves, because until you experience it, it's really hard to, talk and explain how it is.
Right. And board games are so important that it's a fun way to journey. Yes?
Yes.
Great.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Maria. Thank you for joining us today at SunGates Center and talking about the Tambolian Map game. And it's a wonderful game. It's a lot of fun. And I encourage everyone to participate and play this game. And for more information, you could reach Maria here at SunGates Center. So go to sungatecenter.com, or you can call a phone number we have here for you, which is 847-345-0988. So thank you all for joining us. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.